She cheated on me. There's no way those kids are mine. That's what the man shouted the moment he saw the newborn twins, just seconds after their first cries filled that hospital room. His wife, she stared at those babies, shaking, and only managed to whisper, "But I didn't." They left the hospital that day and never looked back. That's the kind of story that just sticks in your head, right? 30 years later, Patricia Henderson was staring at an envelope on her kitchen table, hands shaking so bad she couldn't trust herself to open it. The return address said Mercy Hospital, a place she and her twin brother Dominic had entered the world all those years ago. Their whole lives, they'd made up 100 stories about why their birth parents had given them up, and somehow, not one of those stories involved the color of their skin. You gonna open it, or just glare at it till it bursts into flames? Dominic teased, sliding into the seat across from her. He was trying to lighten the mood, but his eyes had that same tension, knew this envelope could shatter everything they thought they knew. "What if we hate what's inside?" Patricia whispered, voice barely holding together. Dominic reached for her hand. "Whatever it is, we deal with it together." Like always. That had been their truth, ever since the Hendersonsa, loving black couple brought them home, never hiding the fact that they were adopted, but never explaining why. Patricia finally tore the envelope open. Out spilled documents, old birth certificates, hospital records, and one letter that seemed to hum with tension just sitting there. She shoved it across the table. "You read it." Dominic broke the seal, and a photograph slid out. Young white couple, 2 newborns, and those babies unmistakably black. Patricia stared, the world tilting. "Is that?" "Yeah," Dominic muttered, eyes running over the letter. His voice hardened. "Patricia, they gave us up because we were born black." She snatched the letter, hands flying. It was written by Dorothy Freeland, their birth mother. She said her husband Justin accused her of cheating when the twins were born with dark skin, even though DNA proved both were theirs. The real story? Both parents carried hidden recessive African genes, but Justin couldn't face what people would think. He forced Dorothy to give up their babies. Dorothy regretted it every single day. Patricia's heart broke reading those words, and she could barely see Dominic through her tears. "It's dated 5 years ago," he said, voice thin. "She might still be alive. How do we even process this?" Patricia whispered. "They were white. We weren't." And they walked away. "Some people," Dominic said, "care more about reputation than their own kids." Patricia thumbed the photo. Should we find them? Neither had an answer. Suddenly, Patricia's phone rang. It was their mom, Elizabeth Henderson, voice shaking. "You and Dominic come now. It's your dad. He's had a heart attack. And we're going to lose the house." That's a gut punch, you know? Patricia and Dominic dropped everything, the envelope forgotten for a moment as they raced to the hospital. The Henderson showed loved them, raised them, made them feel chosen, needed help, and nothing else mattered. As Patricia was packing up the envelope, she noticed an address scrawled on the back of that photo, Dorothy and Justin Freeland's address. "I know where they live," she told Dominic. "Doesn't matter now," he said. "Mom and Dad come first." But Patricia's mind was spinning. What if we could make them help? They owe us, don't they? Dominic stared. "You want to go to the people who abandoned us and ask for money? I want to help the people who actually raised us. Whatever it takes." The next hours were a blur. Hospital corridors, antiseptic smells, Elizabeth waiting, looking 10 years older overnight. Their father, Anthony, was alive but weak. "We're about to lose the house," Elizabeth confessed, voice cracking. 18 grand behind, and the bills keep coming. Patricia and Dominic knew their job's a teacher, and a physical therapist would never cover that kind of money. When Anthony woke up, all he cared about was not being a burden. "You two have worked too hard. I'm not letting you drain your savings for us." But then Patricia and Dominic learned the real reason they were about to lose the house. The Hendersons had mortgaged it to put the twins through college. Walking back to the car, the siblings faced a hard truth. The people who'd loved them sacrificed everything, and the people who'd abandoned them lived just an hour away. Maybe with answers, maybe with help. "Let's go tomorrow," Dominic said. "Not tonight. And we need a plan. Not just rage." Patricia agreed. She couldn't sleep, kept staring at Dorothy's letter and the old photograph. searching for something, anything. At 2 a.m., she found Dorothy's obituary online just 3 months old. Dorothy was gone, but Justin was alive, and apparently, he'd recovered from cancer and was now worth millions. So, Dominic said when she woke him up, our birth dad, who didn't want black kids, is a millionaire banker. And our real dad is fighting for his life, about to lose everything. Patricia just shook her head. We're going to see him. Next morning, they pulled up to the Freelands' mansion manicured lawns, a driveway that looked like it belonged to a tech billionaire, not the man who'd written them off. Patricia pressed the intercom, her hands trembling. We're Dorothy's children, she told the housekeeper. A long pause, then the gates opened. Inside, Justin Freeland looked every bit the retired mogul silver hair, expensive suit, but a face carved with regret. Dorothy's letter found you, he said quietly. 5 years too late, Patricia shot back. We came because our real father is dying, and our parents are about to lose their home. You owe us. Justin scoffed, so it's about money. Dominic didn't flinch, it's about justice. They asked for 30 grand. Justin laughed. A bitter sound, that's all you think you're worth? But then his expression shifted. I was going to offer much more. I've been searching for you both for years. I have terminal cancer this time for real. I have no other children. Everything will go to you. It got real quiet then. Justin explained yes. He'd been shocked at the twins' birth, accused Dorothy, but once DNA confirmed they were his, he wanted to keep them. His own father, a bigot and the head of the family business, threatened to disown him if he did. We planned to come back for you once I could provide, Justin admitted, but by then, you were gone, adopted. I've regretted it ever since. He handed them a folder proof, $1 million trust fund each, his will leaving them everything. Whether you want a relationship with me or not, it's yours. But your parents, they did what I couldn't. I owe them too. He wrote a check for $30,000 on the spot. Back at the hospital, Patricia and Dominic wrestled with this new reality. They'd come for help now. They had more than they'd imagined, and a mountain of tangled feelings to sort through. But as they sat with their mother, Elizabeth dropped her own bombshell. We always knew your birth parents' names. It didn't matter. You were ours. But your dad's scared this rich white man will take you away. Patricia promised nothing would change. But then Anthony, their adoptive dad, called them in. I owe you the whole truth, he said, eyes shining. He'd been working security at Mercy Hospital the day they were born, heard Justin's hateful words, and made sure the twins went into foster care to protect them. When the Freelands tried to get them back, Anthony testified against them, made sure Patricia and Dominic stayed with a family who would love them, not just tolerate them. The next few days, Patricia and Dominic picked through everything Justin's money could save their family. But would accepting it feel like betraying Anthony's sacrifice? Then, suddenly, Elizabeth called. The mortgage is paid off. Not just caught you, Paul of it. An anonymous donor. Patricia knew instantly Justin had done it. They confronted him. Justin, looking frail, admitted everything. I did it because your father did what I could not. He raised you, gave you a life I never could. I'm not trying to buy forgiveness. Just doing what's right. All he wanted now was time, maybe a chance to know them before he died. That night, Patricia and Dominic talked long into the morning. Two men, both flawed, both calling themselves their father, both trying to do right in the end. When Anthony went into surgery, he surprised everyone. Get to know him, he told his children. If I've taught you anything, it's about forgiveness. Don't let my anger keep you from making peace. The surgery was a success, but the truth settled heavy in the room. Patricia and Dominic reached out to Justin, accepted his help, and began the long, hard work of bridging a lifetime's gap. Justin, for his part, wasn't done trying to make amends. She asked the twins and the Hendersons to help him found a charity, the Freeland Henderson Foundation, to help other families in crisis, to support adoptees, especially those whose stories mirrored Patricia and Dominic's. When Justin passed away 6 months later, both families stood at his grave. Anthony, Elizabeth, Patricia, Dominic wearing foundation pins, united by something bigger than blood or history. The charity flourished, helping families all over the country. That was the twist, right? In the end, forgiveness wasn't about forgetting or excusing the pain. was about making something good out of it. Two fathers, one by birth, one by choice. A home saved, a family remade, a legacy that stretched farther than any of them could have imagined. Patricia and Dominic stood at the edge of that new world, no longer wondering where they belonged. So let's talk about it. What would you have done? Is forgiveness just about the words or about what comes after? Does blood matter more than love? Or is family the people who choose you, fight for you, sacrifice for you? Drop your thoughts below. Let's hear what you think about justice, redemption, and what it means to truly be a family.